Hello and welcome to the last game of the quarterfinals of the ESL EU It Is War Cup 3. For this last game, we have down here in the Space Wolves colours-ish. I think it's a bit darker than Space Wolves, I think, but in this sort of dark blue and white is Spectre. And up here, also playing Marines, in a lovely white and purple colour scheme, is VindicareX. So, Assault Terminators and Terminators in Kill Team is an interesting choice coming out here from VindicareX. Whereas Spectre is going to be going for a more traditional statted stat with the Dreadnought and the Iron Maw and a sort of middle ground, but choosing Librarian for the middle ground is something interesting that I have seen a few people do. I haven't seen for a while many people running this, but definitely can be seen by some people as pretty useful. So we have the two scout squads coming out first from Spectre. As usual, I'm going to try and keep the view on one person so that the colours stay the same, and since I'm such a big fan of Vindicare's colour scheme, I'm going to have him as the good guys. So just lots of little bits of Servitor scout fighting. The one stage in the game where scouts are the more powerful unit until these Assault Marines are dropped out. Scout grenade missing there. Are these actually snipers? They are snipers. That is interesting. Vindicare actually going for a solo Assault Marine squad and a sniper squad, whereas Spectre is going for the more heavy scout play. So mainly just scouts chasing each other around here. Well, getting run out by these Assault Marines actually. Here are the Assault Marines from Spectre. And these scouts actually in quite a bad position here, getting the standard held down just to try and keep them alive. And it looks like they're going to try and have the Assault Marines save them, but this jump is going to be missed. And the reply standard coming down from Vindicare is going to push some of these into the corners. Now, he does obviously have a disadvantage here, even though those scouts do pitiful damage, and with only 3 models on the field, they're really not going to be super useful. They still are an advantage from one Assault Marine versus one Assault Marine, but here we have the scouts replying. But there's a Servitor up for Spectre, and that's going to hold up these scouts and stop them heading in. So the Assault Marines are going to jump in on here, but still going to chase off this this Assault Marine squad. I think I thought they were Vindicares for a little bit, and I got slightly confused. But here are Vindicare snipers coming in. This is now going to start to turn it around, but I think he's going to honestly lose this position overall. Another lots of little Servitor fights around here. Jump onto the snipers, but then they're getting jumped on themselves by these Assault Marines, trying to keep them alive. The kill team being dropped here. Kill team, is he going to give it? If he gives it the flamer, will absolutely roast these scouts, but they're going to get hit by that grenade. 2 scout snipers. This is actually a very this is what I saw a lot of in the beta, was having mainly scout snipers, the Assault Marines, just to hold some people down, and then going to add in some scouts later for those stun grenades. But very interesting to see this different style of play here, and to see how it's going to work against what's looking like from Spectre, just the more traditional heavy Assault Marine play, except he's going really all in on scouts. I think there's only actually, we check, 1 Assault Marine squad, and that was killed. So there are actually now 5 scout squads here versus 2 scout snipers and an Assault Marine squad. So not a huge amount on either side here, and the Blackwatch squad is ready to go down, and is now going to be dropped on the Blackwatch squad of Vindicare. Going to throw in its grenade immediately and get the flamethrower upgrade immediately. Flamethrower upgrade going to come out from Vindicare as a counter to that. These Servitors doing a good job holding these squads up in melee. Lots of scouts just doing a tiny bit of damage here and there, but these assault marines are now healed up and ready to come back into the battle, jumping right on top of a scout squad and the kill team. And Vindicare's kill team will just about survive, with the scouts almost taking out this, the snipers almost taking out the scout squad, but not quite. But the flamethrower just a bit too much, and even the assault marines are going to have to back off now, and that sort of gives Vindicare control of the map, but he does have a very weak army. Elite point generator coming out here for Vindicare. As I've said before, from talking to a couple of good players, I am pretty confident that that's a bit of a waste of money. But we're having this heavy scout strategy coming around. Gonna probably try and take out this elite point generator. Make it absolutely useless. Big waste of money if it goes down. That's the big risk of these big squads. Now all these scouts have been detected, so he should know there's a servitor around there, but I don't know if he'll be checking. He has found it. This point up here with the sniper squads there is pretty well defended. It's not gonna go down to just scouts. But this elite point generator is down and has been a slight waste. This single scout here gonna be left alone as just a pure scout. And now there is really an option here for Vindicare to just absolutely boom, just take all of the resource points on this map and just with a couple of assault squads and a load of scouts just be able to hold off any sort of incoming attack. So, not a super amount to talk about here. Essentially, Vindicare is going to need to take some control of this map again. Otherwise, Spectre will just boom out of control. Spectre is putting a bit of aggression on this shield generator. Scouts are staying back here, so this army is a bit split up. This kill team is actually on its own now. Maybe he thought he was fighting kill team versus kill team, but there are a lot of scouts there to put this in Spectre's favour. Assault marines do get dropped, counter flag does go down. But some scouts here have been put onto melee, are going to try and take this kill team out. The kill team are going to try and just recall. But they hit him with a stun grenade, which cancels the recall. Very easily done. And this kill team is now dead. There are 2 assault marine squads here from Vindicare to try and fight this off, but the kill team does look like it might go down. These are early scouts, so he could always get away just on a tiny bit of health. There are some scout snipers putting in their damage from the side. The other squad of scout snipers are not here. They are off at that listening post. The assault marines just too powerful over here, because it looks like Spectre still has no assault marines. These snipers just taking some pot shots at the kill team as they go past. And there is a surrender. Interesting position here. I'm honestly trying to think who would have surrendered. So Vindicare seems to be clearly on the back foot, but he has this big army, and he's just wiped out a lot of what Vindicare has. But you know, he has a couple of scout squads here. His kill team is still alive. He probably has the money to get out a kill team. He has, by the looks of it, a machine shop down there. I honestly don't know who won that. This is such a strange situation. And unfortunately, I can't rewind or anything and look around. So I think I might have to just go and find out who won that, who surrendered. It turns out that Vindicare surrendered that game. So